Hello guys, I'd like to welcome you to the walk-around video of my E30. This is originally a 1991 318 IS. Now, I picked it up about a month ago, I want to say. It was actually a birthday present to myself. I had an E30 before that. It was a 325E. Had a 2.5 liter motor, but it was the ETA version, which was 5,000 RPM redline. It was not a quick car, so I sold that, added $1,000, and picked this up. Now you might ask, what's so special about this one? It has shitty paint, doesn't look the best, has a couple dents here and there. What's special about this one is what's under this hood. Under this hood lies an MPOWERED E36, a 1995 E36 M3 motor. It's an S50 B30. It's the US spec, so it's pumping out about 240, I want to say, horsepower. Not at the wheels, at the crank. So it should get about 200-ish to the wheels. Now, this motor is already quick in the M3, so you might imagine what it is in such a small car. So much less weight, you know, it's just a smaller car overall. Now I'm gonna walk you around it. I'm gonna show you the flaws, imperfections, because it has many. It is going to go for a repaint, but that's in near time, nearby future. Now let's start off with the front. You can see it's messed up over here. There's paint chipping off. No emblem. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up since I'm gonna put it on the iPhone, but record on the iPhone. But you can see patches of missing paint, the clear coat's falling off, which is, I'm assuming it's a repainted car. The previous owner didn't tell me. Those little badges I bought myself, it was on the previous E30 with the Euro grills. You see, they're covered over there. Into the video. Now, like I said, it has a Euro grill, so in the US models, I assume this is open. This is how it was in my previous E30. These grills, you don't get this little eyebrow right here on both. So I picked this up. I love it. Black grills, not to my liking, I guess, but they fit the car, I suppose. Aside from that, you know, this fender is faded. These mirrors are faded. This has some shine to it. The paint overall is really awkward. This is faded. There's a nice sized dent in this quarter panel / fender right here. Everything else aligns. It's a rust-free car. It's a 1991, so it has the facelift tail lights. The other one that I had was a 1987. It did not. Yeah. See a little rust patch right there. That's about the only bit of rust that there is in the car. Focus iPhone. Now I'll show you flaws with the car. Other than that, I have a power steering leak. I have to add some oil. I mean, I just checked it out. It's either a line or I don't know. I haven't really had a chance since it's like 30 degrees outside and it's quite cold. But there's a battery drain issue. Now that one's weird. When you look, the car's off right now. Now, as you can see, the little OBC is on, which it shouldn't be. It's draining power. Now also, check this out. I could flip the wipers on. They work. Car's off. There's nothing on. Nothing at all on. So it's probably a wiring issue. Now I have to go get that checked out because I don't know any wiring myself. It's draining the battery. I put a new battery in it and it got drained in 2 days. I didn't know about it prior to that. The owner sold it to me with a practically half-used battery. I still put a new one in. But yeah, there's that. Let's walk you through the inside. Inside, driver's seat is ripped. I like the pattern on these seats. They're cloth seats. Previous ones I had were vinyl / like fake leather. But I mean, I guess they're nice. This radio's gonna come out. It's ugly. It's been like this since I got it. I can't really put it in there. I don't know why. I got a ZHP shift knob for it. It's a weighted shift knob. Everything else is clean, as you can see. Door cards are clean. This seat is pretty much clean besides that little speck right there. Regular steering wheel. The chassis has, I don't know if you can see, 188,000 miles, basically 189. The odometer stopped moving, so I'm guessing it's about 190, something like that. Dry ice, I mean black ice, I'm sorry. There's little fuel rail cover, doesn't go in the car. I'll show you why in a second. Yeah, the rear is pretty much spotless. There's nothing wrong with the rear seats. Everything else is clean. I'm trying to see if there's any cracks in the dash. There's a nice sized crack right here. It doesn't go through the middle, but it goes right here and right here. I mean, it's basically a 30-year-old car now, so you can't really expect anything less. This door card is also clean. Let's pop the hood for you guys. Okay. Now this is where things get fun. It's a 3-liter S50 motor. Like I said previously, out of a 1995 M3. The later M3s came with the S52. This is an S50. I cleaned it up a little bit when I got it. As you can see, there's still a lot of dust that needs to be cleaned up. There's just wiring mess. There's wires hanging off like this. You know, everything's gonna get taken care of in the future. And I can only do so much at work, you know, school, stuff like that. Let me tell you a little bit about the drivetrain. So you have the motor. It's a radiator of an E36. Now when I got the car, which was weird, as you can see, there's no fan in the front. When I got the car, it was overheating bad. Obviously, it has no fan. On red lights, I would overheat extremely bad, which got me scared. And I obviously called up the owner, asked him what was going on. He told me he did a fan delete. Now I don't know much about those fan deletes, which I googled them up. People claim they give you like, you know, a couple of horsepower more because, you know, there's less power. You're saving power going to the fan, I suppose, equals more power. I don't know. I took that out, and I didn't take it out. What I did was I got a SPAL 16-inch fan. It was a pusher fan, so it's mounted in the front. Now in the front, the car has no AC. So in the front there was an AC condenser. We were having a difficulty putting that in, so as you can kind of see, it's mounted right there, right in front of it. It's a really loud fan. It's really powerful. It cools the car down in like 5-10 seconds tops. It's wired to a regular E36 temperature switch. I tried to get a 80-degree one, so it kicks in at 80 degrees. I'm guessing this is at 90. I'm not sure. The 80-degree one, when we were installing it, that I got was bad. It was wrong, and I never really switched it out for anything else, so it stayed like that. It seems to be fine for now. I don't know how it's going to be in the summer. It's wired right around here. It was looped around right to here. There's a little fuse right here, and it's connected up to this ground. Intake is trash. We're going to go with a Euro HFM 3.5. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure. I tried to Google it up. You know, I'm trying to research any more bolt-on power mods, stuff like that. But it's basically a 3.5-inch MAF sensor. You know, this is going to be 3.5. This entire elbow is going to need to be replaced. The intake is going to be replaced. You need to tune the car. An exhaust is also a good upgrade with that. The transmission in this car is also out of an E36 M3, the same one, and as well as the drive shaft. Now, brakes are completely shot. Brakes are shot in the back. It's making noises, you know, grinding noises. Pads are basically not there. Front is okay, but if you're pushing the car, it's really scary. So I have a completely new rear brake kit coming in this coming week. Brand new rotors, pads, hawk pads, sensor, whatever. It has ABS, that's why I'm saying sensor. The front is getting a big brake kit, which is also coming in next week. It's going to be from UUC Motorworks. It's their brake kit for the E30 model. It's supposed to be good. I know a person with a 2JZ powered E30 that's running them, and it's doing them well. Also with hawk pads and I believe slotted rotors. That's what I ordered. Okay, now we're gonna get to the diff. The diff in this car is a stock diff. It's a 4:10 ratio. The one that I was running in my previous car was a 373. That was okay. But what was recommended for this car with this motor is a 325. Now I have the 225. The 325s come out of an E28. It's a good ratio between, like, you know, for highway driving, for and, you know, just having fun in the mountains, whatever the case may be. It's very well balanced. You know, as you may know or not know, the higher basically the ratio of diff, the quicker the gear changes are. The 410 is really quick. You go through the first gear within a second or two. You're cruising at about 60, you know, rolling through like 4,000 or 5,000 RPMs, which is quite excessive and it's pretty loud. So, you know, I want the best of both worlds, and we're gonna go to 325, which I have at home. We need to swap the diff case covers and the flanges. I have the diff case cover already cleaned up. I am just looking for the flanges, the 188mm flange on both sides for the output shafts. Let's change those over. We're gonna throw that in there. We're gonna fix the battery drain, repaint the car. I already got quotes for the repaint. Hopefully that's going to be going on in the summer of 2016, the current year. But for now, I was gonna repaint it first, honestly, but I decided against it. I decided that I'm gonna get it mechanically perfect first, and yeah, go from there. Visuals for last. But yeah, that's my car so far. If you have any questions or anything like that, I can probably answer them. It's my second E30. I have another daily car. It's an E60. I'll try to make a video on that as well. Yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know. You know, any help with this car would be appreciated. I'm not an expert whatsoever. I use the forums just like anybody else. I get some of my work done at shops. You know, I try to do as much to the car as possible by myself, but I do work full-time. I do go to school, and you know, it's tough. It's tough, but I love this car. Absolutely in love with it. But yeah, almost forgot. Let's give you guys a startup. Hopefully I can capture both the inside and the outside. I'm gonna show you how it turns on from the inside. Click, click. There you go. It's quiet. Stock, basically. I think that basically the entire exhaust is pretty much swapped over from an E36, I assume. I can give you a rev, and then we're gonna be heading out of here. See, another driving school representative. Here's a rev. I love this car. Alright guys, thank you. See you later.